say we head back inside, and I'm going to cut you guys up some brisket, and then we can kind of look around. Bob, you got to cook us something?
So Bobby already got a hold of the brisket.
I did.
What is this right here?
That is the ash tool. You can use it to stir your coals up a little bit, kill some of that loose ash drop to the bottom. And if you are ready to clean it out, use it as a rake. And you open that bottom vent and you can rake out some of that. Well, funny you should say that. I'm actually going for a vendor trip to San Antonio. So I'm on my way back. He went to sell campers and stuff out at a tractor place.
So I know I ain't seen him lately.
Nah, he left.
Need help, Dad?
Thanks. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's juicy. So I cooked this with my flame boss. This was the temperature probe that I had just used, and when I wrapped it up, I just left it in there so I could still gauge what my temperature was. All right, so for folks that don't know, you're going to get a quick little impromptu brisket class. But you've got, and I don't know how many people know about brisket, but there's two kind of halves of a brisket. You've got the flat, which is kind of the leaner, thinner piece, and that actually runs along the entire base. And then you've got this top upper part called the point, and this is more of the fatty-ish area. So when you slice a brisket, you want to kind of go this way with the flat until you get to about the point, and then you'll switch over and start cutting it that way. And so I will start cutting this guy and see what kind of pieces we get. You trim these to about 1/4 inch of fat cap left on the top so that it'll kind of start to crust up and create that arc that folks like. RC, you gonna be my first guinea pig?
Sure. I'm always ready.
All right. Get you a plate here. All right, go grab a plate. RC was a Marine, so he can eat anything. Now, Bob, you got to get this ready. Juice. All right. That's a big one. You guys can kind of see, well, it's backwards too. If y'all step over here, I'll show you this bottom part
Sorry.
is more of the flat, and then this top part, there's definitely a fat layer that separates the point, from that flat piece. So as we start cutting and getting too close to the point, I'll flip it 90 degrees. You see how much juice is coming out of there. People have heard of burnt ends before. Heard about that? So the flat can cook faster than the point because there's not as much fat there. So people will sometimes separate it about there, and then they're going to trim this point layer off and cube it up, put it some barbecue sauce, and put it back on the smoker for like another hour. And those little cubed pieces of the point are the burnt ends. You can kind of see some of that different grain in here, and I'm going to see if I can get this to cut. We can take some of that fat out of the middle.
He's just getting the best part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Marine. I have
Hey,
to
you
do
did. Oh, sorry.
Dave was native.
He paid you for questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Paid them with food.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next for lean or fatty part? A little bit of both.
Oh, fine.
All right, jump in there.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm not scared.
How long did you say I was not over here? You had that on last night?
I put it on at about 9:30 last night and wrapped it at 6 a.m. and then I took it off my smoker at about
Oh, sorry. Excuse
9
me.
o'clock this morning.
Okay.
And so it's been in that cooler for 3 hours.
You could-
I cooked this at 250 degrees. All right, let me take some of that. It's a big honking piece.
And David, you never opened it even once.
I opened it at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
to
That's-
wrap it.
That's important.
Yeah. Because back to my, if you're looking, you're not cooking.
Yeah.
All right, give that a whirl.